root for others to win, and you will remain blessed. There is always room for more people to elevate. For the things we have to learn before we can do them, we learn by doing them. This is a wonderful day. I have never seen this one before. One day in my shoes and a day for me in your shoes. The beauty of travel lies in the ease and willingness to be more open. Success is knowing your purpose in life, growing to reach your maximum potential, and sowing seeds that benefit others. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of an unlived life. You don't have to live forever. You just have to live. Attaining recognition is an individual journey. It cannot be bestowed upon us by others. Who belonged to no one, who belonged to everyone, who had nothing, who wanted everything. And we don't always know it or understand it at the time in the season, but nothing grows without a good amount of dirt. You are never alone. You are eternally connected with everyone. You are the magic code that unlocks your happiness. In a very real sense, we have two minds, one that thinks and one that feels. With one day's reading, a man may have the key in his hands. The right thing and the easy thing are never the same. Better to shun the bait than struggle in the snare. You have forgotten the one who doesn't care about ownership, who doesn't try to turn a profit from every human exchange. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, and doing as you say you would do. Lies do not lie, truth do, and the times of any act lies lie hidden behind. Sometimes you have to take 2 steps back to take 10 forward. Everything is beauty, but not everyone sees it. The shortness of life, so often lamented, may be the best thing about it. It's amazing how quickly nature consumes human places after we turn our backs on them. Life is a hungry thing. Once you have read a book you care about, some part of it is always with you. If you are not the hero of your own story, then you're missing the whole point of your humanity. When you walk in silence, your excellence will always speak for you. It takes a while, but all of us will find our path. That day is not far away. The simple things are also the most extraordinary things, and only the wise can see them. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Death is not the opposite of life, but a part of it. Satan profits from the prayerlessness of the saints. To be successful, you need friends, and to be very successful, you need enemies. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Life is nothing without a little chaos to make it interesting. You like me not because I like you. I like you just because I like me. For reason, ruling alone, is a force confining, and passion, unattended, is a flame that burns to its own destruction. There's more beauty in truth, even if it is dreadful beauty. Fear is oftentimes born of ignorance and misconception. It lays waste to the landscape of the soul. Bring forward what is true. Write it so that it is clear. Defend it to your last breath. Success awaits those who steadfastly commit to any requisite sacrifice. And whatever my life had been up to that day, it was another life after that. And that is the gospel truth. Stop giving meaningless praise and start giving meaningful action. If you listen to critics for too long, you will become deaf to success. It's a good idea always to do something relaxing prior to making an important decision in your life. There are people who have money and people who are rich. You are beautiful. Know this. Anyone who tells you otherwise is simply lying. You are beautiful. But this wealth of information produced little or no insight. The smallest light has greater power than the largest darkness. Youth offers the promise of happiness, but life offers the realities of grief. Single is not a status, it is a word that describes a person who is strong enough to live and enjoy life without depending on others. The logical man must either deny all miracles or none. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Once you make it to your point of making it, you'll appreciate the struggle. A bridge of silver wings stretches from the dead ashes of an unforgiving night. Marito, the jeweled vision of a life started anew. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. But I do know which is the least popular: the truth. 1,000 words leave not the same deep impression as does a single deed. The abstraction of man gives rise to institutions that subsequently fail to function, for man is not abstract. The world is a tragedy to those who feel, but a comedy to those who think. A conscious human is driven by their conscience, not popular opinion. Where humanity sowed faith, hope, and unity, joy's garden blossomed. Whoever is for you will always be with you. However, not everyone who is with you is for you. The good which every man, who follows after virtue, desires for himself, he will also desire for other men. You're not obligated to win. You're obligated to keep trying, to the best you can do every day. In the face of adversity, we have a choice. We can be bitter, or we can be better. Those words are my North Star. I can't go into detail, but it's why I went to the special meeting at the Pentagon. Dripping water hollows out stone, not through force but through persistence. Someday people will ask me what is the key to my success, and I will simply say, good karma. Business leaders make one of two mistakes: overestimating or underestimating their capabilities. A better future is shaped by collective efforts to make the right social and political choices as a progressive society. If life's an exercise in making memories, no one really goes away as long as they are remembered. Something deep inside calls us to adventure and to brave the unknown. There is a bit of wilderness within all of us. Wit seduces by signaling intelligence without nerdiness. You never know when the truth will come home. You can't choose the time. The time chooses you. One day can change your life. One day can ruin your life. All life is 3 or 4 big days that change everything. Pull up a chair. Take a taste. Come join us. Life is so endlessly delicious. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. Most often you don't own your own mind. You borrow it from society. This place has only 3 exits, sir: madness and death. Wherever you end up, Jack whispered into my ear, I wish you clear skies. Always. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. Being happy doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It means that you've decided to look beyond the imperfections. I hate to say it, but shit really does happen. You just have to get over it. Beat the hell out of it by doing things that make you happy. But merely being tradition does not make something worthy, Kadash. We can't just assume that because something is old it is right. People will always have opinions about your decision because they're not courageous enough to take action on their opinion. The universe doesn't like secrets. It conspires to reveal the truth, to lead you to it. Don't tie your success to anything other than what's inside you. See, as much as you want to hold on to the bitter sore memory that someone has left this world, you are still in it. We may regard certain days as free days. Free days or however fee days. We will pay later. Hopes, wants, and wishes, all cast across the night sky with my heart in tow. Our fingerprints don't fade from the lives we've touched. The moon stared at me through sprinkled nighttime stardust, and I alone smile. Try not to become a man of success, but rather become a man of value. I wish I could make him understand that a loving good heart is riches enough, and that without it intellect is poverty. That is why enemies can be great motivators. They serve as fuel for your fire. You can't save anyone who wouldn't save themselves without you. It's the hardest lesson to learn in life. Take it from me. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do, and then do it. When we begin to live like wildflowers, we put so much of our hearts into blossoming even in the most hostile surroundings. Remember that a wish held fervently turns into belief, and a belief held diligently becomes reality. Future generations will remember me not for sitting on that chair, but for getting up when the time came.